Good afternoon, and thanks for stopping by GardenStateWeather.com, New Jersey and the Northern Mid-Atlantic region's weather news portal. I'm forecaster Robert Smith with the in-depth forecast analysis video discussion for Monday, which is August 6th, 2012. And as I do for my email subscribers to GardenStateWeather.com, I start out the discussion with the severe weather that we've had, and that was on Sunday afternoon through Sunday night. And this was a large swath of damage. Most of it was wind damage, down trees, even power lines, and there were some lightning strikes, and I'm going to hone in on some of these in just a moment. First of all, there was a batch of showers and thunderstorms along a prefrontal line that went through eastern Pennsylvania into northwestern New Jersey, and then the city, and then the coast during the evening hours. A second area of thunderstorms moved through the coastal regions late last night, and there were some lightning strikes and wind damage across the region. The problem that most people have is that if it didn't happen to you in places like northwestern New Jersey, where there's always splitting of cells, and even though the prefrontal trough came through, which heavy downpours and lightning strikes, the problem here is that most people don't understand, if you're not in this area, if you're not in the area of severe weather, which is the northern mid-Atlantic, then be grateful, because a lot of people were in this entire region when this damage is. And you can see this on the map during today, and these are the storm reports from yesterday. Now, I want to spend a little extra time on this discussion today because I think that many people who contact me state that, the showers and thunderstorms were not severe, and as was the case not only yesterday, but on previous occasions over the last several weeks, location, location, location is everything. And that really does depend on where you are. Now, we had a big event going on in Mount Pocono Raceway yesterday afternoon in Monroe County, and unfortunately 9 people were injured at Pocono Raceway and 1 was killed. Now, the victim has not been identified, but he was taken to Pocono Medical Hospital, Medical Center, and was pronounced dead on arrival. Another person remains in critical condition at Lehigh Valley Hospital today on Monday, and the coroner actually at Monroe County Hospital in Monroe County, Pennsylvania, Bob Allen, said the victim was leaning on his car in a parking lot near turn 3 on the raceway after the race had ended when lightning struck the car. And Allen said he was not sure of the exact time of the strike, but the track vice president, Bob Pleben, had earlier said it happened around 5:15 in the evening. Now, multiple people try to get out there and do CPR. At this point, the victim was taken to the track's infield hospital where doctors worked on him but was unable to revive him, and the victim was pronounced dead last evening at 7 o'clock. So we're very sorry to hear this, but there were multiple other injuries as well. 9 other people were affected by or struck indirectly or directly by lightning, and tents came down there. So thunderstorms are big business, and lightning is a big business. It means business, actually, and it should not be taken lightly. And if you're not in an area that receives, severe weather, it doesn't mean that severe weather is not around you. It's happening, and I forecast for the northern mid-Atlantic region, and that's the reason why it behooves you in any shower or thunderstorm activity where the atmosphere aloft is so unstable that it behooves you to pay attention to what's going on. Now, while most of the damage was caused by wind damage, upper level winds, rain-cooled air at 25, 30,000 feet in the atmosphere, much lower temperatures plummeting down to the ground, spreads out, fans out, wind damage, down trees, down power lines. We see this today on all of the storm reports, even in the New York City metro area from yesterday afternoon. Last night, another line of thunderstorms moved through the area, a secondary batch of thunderstorms, and there was multiple hail reports of a half of an inch in Ocean Grove at 11:25 last night, and a lightning strike on a house on Madison Avenue. And we've replayed all of this before. This has happened so many times. Even a couple of weeks ago, we had people walking in Stokes State Forest just in the afternoon hours, and they were on a trail and lightning struck them. So severe weather does happen. If it doesn't happen to you, be grateful, because it's happening all around you, and that's why it behooves you to pay attention. My objective as a forecaster is to get the atmosphere right and to let the public know that these events happen, and there's a reason why I do what I do. The reason is because I care. And so for that reason, I have to do what I do. And I let people know exactly what is going on in the atmosphere. Currently, what's going on in the atmosphere is that we have an upper level trough that is getting overhead here this afternoon, on Monday afternoon, across northern New England down through the Delmarva region and the Mid-Atlantic region. And the winds have all turned to the northwest, and all the main rain activity is now well off the coast. There's some lingering here in parts of Virginia, but basically a dry forecast for tonight, Tuesday night, and Wednesday. It's going to be absolutely delightful. Dew points are coming down. This is a schematic from the Storm Prediction Center showing you not only the temperatures but the dew points in the color shading here. Dew points in green in the mid-60s, dew points in blue here near 60 or under, and then obviously anything under 60 is much comfortable dry air, but that extends from southern New England down through northwestern Pennsylvania. So there is still a high amount of precipitable water values in the air due to the dew point. Notice here on the Storm Prediction Center mesoscale analysis that we still have 1.1 inches of liquid, or actually not liquid, but water vapor in the atmosphere across the New York City metropolitan area down through the Delmarva, where it's still already above 2 inches. The good news is that anything under an inch in water vapor is beginning to filter into northwestern New Jersey, much of southern New England, and all the way through the Ohio Valley. Good things are ahead for tonight, tomorrow, and Wednesday. Eastern U.S. water vapor imagery this morning overlaid with fronts, watches, warnings, and mid-level winds at 10,000 feet show that the winds are from the west here. Now, notice how the front has passed off of the New Jersey area down through central and southern Delmarva, and then back with snaking back through the Ohio Valley and also West Virginia and Virginia proper down. Now, there is some moisture still left in the atmosphere. All the blacks and reds are still well back here, so there's cumulus buildup this afternoon, and even though the air is beginning to dry out, it's going to take a little while, probably through the rest of the afternoon and the evening, before we can rule out any cloud cover. And skies should begin to clear as these blacks and reds, meaning fully sinking air. Now, the mid-level flow is from the west currently, and that means that drying air is working its way into the region. However, we're not expecting purely clear skies until later this afternoon, later this evening actually, more likely, and overnight tonight and into tomorrow morning. And this is the water vapor imagery showing you the upper levels of the atmosphere. So while most of the higher blues and reds here are off the coast with the shower and thunderstorm activity, things are beginning to dry out in the lighter scales of gray here. But there's still cumulus buildup even in the mid and upper levels of the atmosphere this afternoon according to the water vapor imagery. And this shows you that there is still quite a lot of moisture content still overhead. This is the latest visible satellite imagery here at 12:30 this afternoon. We find the first, the cold front off the mid-Atlantic coast now, off of east of New York City, and it's still not east of central and eastern Long Island yet, but it will be. And temperature dew points are still in the 60s and lower 70s here in the Delmarva region, where there's a considerable amount of high cloudiness and mid and low level cloudiness actually across the southern New Jersey area, but things are beginning to dry out. There's a lot of sunshine here across northern New Jersey. You can see by these puffy clouds across southeastern New York State that these are cumulus clouds, and These are not air temperatures. These are dew point temperatures, and the dew point temperatures are in the 60s to around 70 across the New Jersey, New York City metropolitan area. But look at this. Temperatures, dew point temperatures in the 50s. Much drier air is working in. Overlaid on top of this is the fact that high pressure is building in across the upper Great Lakes and across Pennsylvania and the Ohio River Valley. From the New Jersey Weather and Climate Network at Rutgers University, you can see this downsloping northwest flow of air is causing temperatures to be nearly uniform, with temperatures basically in the 80s across many areas. A few exceptions here at some of these stations across northwestern and western Morris County into Warren County, but everybody else sees temperatures in the 80s this afternoon, even to the coast. Another beautiful afternoon here on Monday afternoon. Look at all these beautiful people, and the seagulls too, at the New Jersey coastline here in Belmar, New Jersey in Ocean County. The waves are kind of choppy, but the water is quite pleasant. Temperatures are in the mid and upper 70s, close to 80 degrees. A lot of people at the beach today. It's a sunshine day, and things are looking good out there, but you do need to be mindful of rip currents at any time. And for you people vacationing in Cape May, New Jersey, this is the New Jersey Beach Cam from surfersview.com, and it looks like a very pleasant afternoon here on the beach. Beautiful sunshine and light wave action here, and lots of people on the beach enjoying it, as we should be. It's summertime, and the heart of it. I'm going to get into the extended forecast this afternoon and this evening on another video forecast discussion, because this one has already taken too long to do and it may not be YouTube friendly. So I'm going to let you go for now, and we'll be back later this afternoon and tonight. For GardenStateWeather.com, I'm forecaster Robert Smith. You enjoy this beautiful day.